Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will be telling you that how to create a very advanced profile pic avatar editor such as Facebook. So whenever you upload any sort of image, you will be able to crop your image, rotate your image, and also you can able to zoom your image with live preview. So this feature will be available inside your React.js application, and we will be using a very special library called as this library, which is called as React Avatar Editor. So this is a very special library which able to resize your image, crop your image, and also at the same time rotate your image, and you will be seeing the live preview of the image side by side, and you can see how many weekly downloads are available. 1 lakh, over 1 lakh weekly downloads. So it's a very popular library among developers out there. So I will be showing you with a live demo of this tutorial library how to use this inside your React.js application. So let me just show you a very simple demo here. So when you load your React.js application for the very first time, guys, you will be able to choose your input file. So there is a choose file button. If you hit this button, you will be redirected and you can select your image, whatever image that you want to select here. Let me select this image, and you can see that, guys, how it is having these user controls out there. You can zoom it. You can see how you can zoom it inside your image. You can see this how you can also rotate your image also in the left position like this. You can also rotate the image in the right direction. So these are the different kind of controls which are available for you inside this library. So you can just see here how you can zoom it, zoom out, rotate this image, and also there is an option of live preview. So basically if you hit this button here of preview, your image will be cropped and you will see the live preview, and then you will be able to download the image by simply right clicking it and simply saving this image right here inside your computer. So now the image is successfully saved here. Now you can see the image, resulted image, which is saved here, right here. You can see it is cropped. So in this easy way, guys, this is a very special library which is called as React Avatar Editor, which allows you to zoom your images, crop and rotate your images with live preview inside your React.js application. So if you are watching it for the very first time, guys, then I will highly recommend that you hit the like button, subscribe the channel, and let's start building this application from scratch inside the React.js application. So first of all, you need to make a very simple React.js project, and just inside your app.js I will write the code step by step. So let's start writing the code. So the very first thing you need to do is that, guys, just go to the command line and you need to install this library. So there is a very simple command out there which allows you to install this. So npm I react-avatar-editor. So simply install this library by executing this command, which is npm I react-avatar-editor. So this will hardly take 5 to 10 seconds and then it will install this library. So now it is just installing it, so just wait for the process to finish. So now it is successfully installed here, and now you can start your application by simply npm start. So this will start your application at localhost 4200. So you can see that localhost 3000, mind you. So nothing is there, guys. It is currently empty. React, yeah, you haven't done anything. So let's start the coding process here. So the very first thing, we will import the React library from the actual React library, and then we will import this library which is avatar editor, and we will be importing it from React Avatar Editor. So Visual Studio Code automatically does that for me. So this is an example of advantage of using Visual Studio Code and text editor. So then we will make our default class, which is app, and this will extends the React component library. So this is a class level component, and now we need to declare some state variables, guys. So this is the data which will be there inside our React.js application. So this is a state object, as you already know. So here we need to declare the actual image which will be uploaded. So this will be empty by default, and there is an option which allows you to zoom out and zoom in inside the image. Currently this will be false, and the position of the image, so this will be having the x coordinate and the y coordinate. So we will be giving x coordinate 0.5 and y coordinate as 0.5. You can give any position to of your choice. Then we have the scale parameter. Scale will be equal to 1. Rotate, how much rotation you want inside the image. So the default value is 0. How much border radius you want inside the image. So these are the different variables which are there inside the library. And preview, live preview, this will be null by default. And the width of the image is 200. You can just manipulate the width and the height. This is totally up to you how you want to do that. So width and the height, I am just saying that width should be 200 and height should be 200. So now guys, we need to render out something on the screen. So we will use the render method, and inside this we will return something on the screen. So here we will have a simple div, and here I will say hello world. So now basically if I refresh my React.js application, you will see that hello world is printed out on the screen. So instead of this hello world, we want the avatar editor to be published on the screen. So we will say that avatar editor. So basically guys, this takes some options here, and we need to pass these options inside this widget. So the very first option is the reference. So the reference will be the this.set editor reference. So this function I will declare, so don't worry about this. And the scale parameter guys, so the scale parameter will be equal to parse. We will parse it in the floating number. So this is a function that is there inside JavaScript, and here we will pass the state variable this dot state dot scale. So how we can access the state variables that we declare inside this state object? We need to use the this keyword. So this dot state dot scale. Currently the scale is equal to 1. You can see that. And the next option is the width guys. So width will be actually again this dot state dot width. This is 200 that we configured. Height also, this will be very same, this dot state dot height. And position we also configured in the state object. So we will be this dot state dot position. This is very easy. And then we have the callback functions which are there. So whenever the position is changed inside your image, so this callback function will execute. This callback function we will write, this is a custom function. So this dot handle position change, and then we will have the rotation. So rotation, again we will parse it in the floating number. So we will take the value from the state variable, which is state object, this dot state dot rotate. So the next option is guys the border radius. Once again we have configured it inside our state object. So this will be coming this dot state dot width. What is this width of the image? We need to divide this by 100 divided by this dot 100 divided by this dot state dot border radius. So we whatever border radius that we have configured. So basically this is just the mathematical formula to calculate the border radius. And lastly the image guys, what will be the image which will be shown to the user? So this dot state dot image. So image currently will be empty. So these are the option guys which we have configured here. You will see that now we need to write these functions, which is callback function, handle position change. This function we need to write. So right here we need to write this function at the very top here. So we can write this handle position change. So basically this will be a callback function, arrow function, and inside this we need to set the position. So here inside this position will be passed, position. So we need to set this to the state. So we will say this was state, and here we will pass the position like this. That's it. So basically indirectly we are just setting the state by using set state. So whatever is the position here, whatever the position is passed here, so on position change, so what we are doing is that in handle position change, whatever is the position passed, we are just setting it to the state using this dot set state. So we are doing like this. So after this guys, we need to have a break tag. This doesn't have to be a break, you can write like this. And after that we will have a break tag just to create some space. And after this we will have the input field where you can upload your own image. So input type will be of file, and on change. So whenever this we need to execute a new function here, which is handle new image. So close this input field here. So whatever we are just doing here, guys, you will see that if I just show you the application, you will see that the avatar is displayed on the screen, and also there is a choose file button. So basically if you hit this button here, this pop-up window will appear here and allow you to select any sort of image. So whenever you select any sort of image, we need to pass this image inside this function here, which is this function we will write here, this dot handle new image. So we need to write this function right here at the very top, so to display that image which is selected. So right here at the very top we will write this function here, handle new image. So this will be a async function, guys, async arrow function, and inside this we need to await this dot set state. Once again we will use this method set state to set the state of the application. So whatever is the image passed here, we will need to have e dot target dot files 0. So now to get the image which is selected by the user, we are using just e.target.files. So basically this is a syntax, and then we are equating it to the image. This is a state image variable here, which is currently empty. We are setting it to the image which is selected by the user. So but now what will happen, guys, you will see that if I select any sort of image here, that image will be stored inside this image variable. So that's it. After this, guys, we need to have a preview here. After this, what has happened here, image this dot state dot image. So what is, you can see that whatever image we select here, now it is displayed inside this avatar editor. So that's the use of this function here, which is handle new image. So basically if you omit this line, this will not be displayed here. You will see if you select any sort of image, this will not be displayed here in the avatar. So basically we are selecting the image and we are just populating it inside the editor, which is avatar editor, through which you can just zoom your image, save this image, or rotate the image. All sorts of controls you can do it. So now basically we need to create those buttons which will handle the operations for us. After this input field, you will see that we need to rotate this. So sorry, after this, just handle new image. So we have the break tag, and then we will say zoom. In order to zoom this image, we will have another input field. The name will be now scale, and the type will be of range, and there will be on change, and this function we will write this dot handle scale, and the minimum value will be, guys, this dot state dot allow zoom out, and the minimum value will be 0.1 and the maximum value will be 1, like this. The max value will be 2. Sorry, this needs to be like this, max 2. And what is the step variable? 0.01. This is the increase, and the default value basically will be 1. So close this. So now basically, guys, we need to write this function here, handle scale. So handle scale, let me see, this is a function here in order to zoom the image. So handle scale, this is arrow function. So inside this, guys, we need to scale the image. Whatever the value is passed here inside the e parameter, we need to first of all convert to a floating point number. So e.target.value, whatever the value is selected, and then we just need to set to the state. So again we will use set state, and then we will pass the scale value. That's it. So now basically if you select your image here, there will be a slider here. If you zoom in, you will able to zoom your image. So this is very easy, guys. You can see that how we can simply zoom our image accordingly. You can just zoom it at any location like this. So if you're watching it for the very first time, guys, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel as well. And if you want to see more videos like this, then obviously hit the notification bell icon as well. One question has been asked by Ujjwal Kumar Sharma. Hello sir, yesterday I asked a question for an application that generates a PDF after feeding the required information. I want to embed QR code inside that PDF. Do you have any idea about that? Ujjwal, I have that idea. I will want to tell you that I will make that video certainly in a few days, because I am doing some research out there. So I need some time to for this video. So I promise that I will definitely make this video. So don't worry about it. So you will get your video. So now proceeding with the video, with the application, guys. Now we are done with the zoom. So now we need to rotate this image. So after this, we will have another break tag. So break tag we will have, and then we will do the rotation part. So rotation part will be similar to this, guys. We will have now the rotation part. So there will be two buttons. Either you can rotate in the left direction or you can rotate in the uh, right direction. So we will have the first button. So we will say left. The second button will be say right, and then we will say that we will configure the on click. So whenever you click this button, we will execute these methods, which are custom functions, which is rotate left and rotate right. Rotate left, and again on click, and this dot rotate right. So after this we will have two more break tags, and then we will have also need to show you a live preview of the image. So for that we will have another button here, which will be if you see here, we will need to execute this function, which is handle save. So whatever this live preview will be shown to the user. So the value will be simply preview. Value will be simply preview. So close this. So now, guys, we need to write these three functions: rotate left, rotate right, and handle save. So right here we will first of all write rotate left. So this will rotate the image in the left direction. So rotate left. So once again, this will be a arrow function, e.prevent default. We need to prevent the auto submission of the form, and then we need to set the state using again set state. And here we will need to pass the value which is passed here simply by this dot state dot rotate plus 90 degree. So if you are rotating it in the left direction, you need to just keep on adding 90 degree to the degree which is rotated, and for the rotating it in the right direction, this will be in reverse. So again we need to, this will be arrow function, we need to prevent the auto submission of the form, and then once again we need to set the state, and rotation will be occurred this dot state dot rotate. So once again we need to 90 degree plus, sorry, this here we will be minus 90 degree, but in the rotation in the right direction you need to plus 90, like this. So after this, guys, what we need to do is that uh, we need to also save this image. So let me just delete this for now, and also focus on the rotation part. So if you now see, we have these rotation buttons out there. If you select the image, so you can zoom it, you can also rotate this image in the left direction and also in the right direction. And then now we need to have a simple live preview button, from which if you just click it, this preview button, you need to show the live preview. So live preview, it is very easy. We will execute this handle save method. This will be having this is arrow function, and first of all we will get the image by this dot editor dot get image scaled to canvas, and we will convert this to a data URL base64 string using this method, which is toData URL. And then we will construct a rectangle like this dot editor get cropping. So here we are actually doing the cropping part here. You can see that, guys, this dot editor dot get cropping rectangle. So basically we are just cropping this image, whatever image the user has selected. And now we need to set the state. Again, we will use the this dot set state, and the preview object we will construct. So inside the preview object, we will pass the image. We will pass the rectangle which the user has selected cropped. Scale will be equal to this.state.scale, and the width of the image this.state.width, and the height this.state.height, and the border radius this.state.border radius. So this is constructed the preview object, guys. Now hopefully you will be able to see the live preview of the image as well. So now if you select any sort of image, you pull out all the customizations, you zoom this image, you rotate this image in the left and the right position. If you click the preview button, and it is saying that cannot read properties of undefined get image scale to canvas. Sorry, I think I forgot to write this function, which is this. Sorry, we need to write this function, guys, which is set editor reference. I haven't written this method. You will see that we need to write this. You can see set editor reference. So this function is necessary. So write this function. If you write this function here, now hopefully this will work. Handle position change, handle X position, handle Y position. I think I missed these two functions as well. You need to write these two functions as well, which is handle X position and handle Y position. So basically just write this. This will just manipulate and set the X position and Y position. So copy paste it. So mind you, I have guys, I have written a complete blog post on my tutorial website Coding Shiksha, which is there inside video description. If you want the full source code, you can go to the video description link and copy paste all the source code. This is a single file which is there. So simply you can copy paste it. Simply here, copy it and simply paste it here like this. So anytime you have any sort of problem, just go to the video description link and copy paste the source code. So now if you select your image, live preview will also be there. Save this image on your computer. So in this easy way, guys, you can use React Avatar editor to crop images, rotate, and also live preview it. So this is all that I need to show you in this live stream. Thanks very much for watching this video. If you like this video, then please hit the like button, subscribe the channel, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Until then, thank you very much.